Alright, let's see what we're going to start with here and what has good rates. We're going to make a ranger. So we're going to want to find something with good strength. Humans, 1% of all your ratings, and you get 3-2 ability. Half orc gives you 2 dex and 2 strength. We don't need that. The gift will give you 2 dex and 2 strength. Wood elf will give you 2 dex. Everything's dex. Intelligence. Dwarf give you con and strength. That could be a help, but halfling dex, con. This one gives you con and wisdom. Tiefling grants you charisma and con. The drow does dex, charisma, and wisdom. I say your best bet's to go with the human. Try that. We'll go to where I find our ranger. It tells us that as a ranger, strength and dex are our useful abilities. Okay, so now that we know that, we can go back and look for a class that gives dex and strength. Now a half orc does. It also gives crit, it's 5% higher. Okay, we look for another one. It gives dex and strength. And this one says your endurance allows you to regenerate faster, combat advantage. What else? What else gives dex and strength? The drow gives dex and charisma. Okay. So it looks like it's either the half orc or the human. I like the human. It gives us +3 to all abilities. I like that. Oh, not the bard. We want to go with the ranger. And we'll go +2 to strength or dex. Strength is our stamina regen and physical damage. Dex is our crit and movement speed, so we definitely want to go with strength first. And then, good enough looking. Doesn't really matter. Whenever you're looking at the gods, they have the different ones. I just happen to like Bahamut. And this is all just backstory. Doesn't really matter which one you pick. If you want to be from Neverwinter, you can be an opportunist, be initiate of the faith, one of the clergy. You could be a militia defender, seeker of knowledge. We want to live somewhere like the Great Vale maybe, and we was a woodland hunter. Expert tracker. There we go. That fits our ranger story. Then we just need to name them. We already have a character by that name. Okay. So then, what we call him? And we begin our adventure. That awesome looking dragon. Look at that rogue. The cleric. Barbarian. Hmm. Well, I apologize. It seems the volume's off. I don't hear anything. But I'll make sure to have that up on the other creation videos if you want to watch that cutscene again. Try to adjust it here in a minute. There we go.
So you can still walk. You were in bad shape when we pulled you from the front line. I don't know how I feel about untested adventurers volunteering their aid in this fight, but my men need all the help they can get. That blasted Dracolich is tearing through our ranks. Protector's Enclave needs reinforcements. Fight your way to the Sleeping Dragon Bridge. If you see a particularly imposing tiefling, that's Makos. Do what you can to aid him. Before you go, make sure to arm yourself for the trials ahead.
Yes, sir. Give me some armor. Ooh. I get blades and a bow and a chest piece. Well, let's make sure we arm that. Inventory. Blades, weapon, chest piece. Alright. Now, it says use an at-will power. Well, let's see what we have here. At-will power says quickly fire an arrow at your enemy. That does 65 magnitude a hit. And this one is shoot a spray of arrows, dealing more damage the longer you focus. Oh, well that's nice. Let's use our rapid. Oh yeah, nice. Now use your at-will. Encounters. Encounters give us fire 2 arrows into your enemies. It has 3 charges. Gives weak grasping roots. And this one, you dash backwards, firing 3 quick arrows, doing 550 magnitude and confusing. Not bad. If you notice too, the thing about a ranger is it does ranged and melee. See how there's also melee when you're in melee mode? This one slashes at your enemy's ankles at 520. And this one will rush and strike him with a weapon and doing 580 and confusing. Depending on what mode you're in. So I guess we just use these. Boom. Alright. Fight our way through the forest.
Be careful out there.
Yes, sir. Fight our way through. Our range. Love the bow. Keep that range. Alright, if you're moving along, suddenly enemy pops in front of you, boom! Got that jump back. Them out. Oh, wow. Find that a lot in this game too. You will be overwhelmed. It'll usually be like 10 on 1. And if there's several groups in an area, they all just seem to hear each other and aggro. It's always you versus the world.
Get into the keep.
There's Makos.
Ah, good. You look capable. We are preparing to push towards the bridge and rendezvous with our cleric Celeste and the soldiers holding the line there. We need to move quickly before the Dracolich returns.
Oh, he doesn't sound friendly.
It's time to put an end to this beast! We must find its soul before it rises again! Make haste!
Okay. I'm coming. Whoa. Grasping roots can help too, see? It binds up in place for a second. If you see any of these fires, you can use those to heal. Come and help me.
Keep fighting! We're almost there! Push forward!
Right. Good job. Let the archers handle it.
We plan
You
to
did
push
well
towards
to
the
keep
city.
the undead at bay. We are holding the line here while we treat the wounded. I fear the bridge is in worse shape. You would do well to assist there. Seek out Sergeant Knox once you've crossed the bridge.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go, Mikos.
Go on ahead. I will meet you there. They're in trouble! We must go to their aid!
on our way. A red wizard. Ooh, he was pretty strong.
I'll get you for that!
Come on now. There we go. Made it across the bridge. Now what? Oh, who's this?
Valindra!
Wow, she just threw him like a rag doll.
Kill.
He doesn't look like he wants to talk. I'll stay back here if you don't mind. There we go. You just use your L3 for your slides when you want to get out the way.
I believe I'm in your debt. You fight quite well. When you are ready, we should move on to protect his enclave.
I'm ready, bud. Big city. There's Mako.
Welcome to Protector's Enclave, adventurer. Celeste and I need to speak with Lord Neverwinter about Valindra's attack. You should meet Sergeant Knox in the Adventurers Guild nearby. I've sent word ahead that you're on your way. Oh, and thank you for your aid in battle. All of Neverwinter owes you a debt of gratitude.
Got it. Adventurous crew. Oh look. I already got a guild invite. Sometimes your guilds will have bonuses, see. Have a critical bonus. I like critical strike. Control resist. Defense bonus. I like defense. Hunter. Get more gold. Get more mount speed. Healing potions better. I get mount speed. It's alright. That's what guilds are good for. They have strongholds when you get higher and events you can do and different things to help build up the guild stronghold. They give boons. That's a help, and it helps your eye level too. See, when you go to your character, you'll have your totem item level. See, mine's already up to 7,500 because of the guild boons that help. See, when you look at your armor, each one has item level 25, 25, and as you go higher, your item level will level up. You'll get higher level armors.
Protector's Enclave needs your help.
So, you are the one who saved Makos. Ha! Neverwinter may have a new hero in the making. Well, it was a hard-fought battle, but the city is safe once again. Thank you for your help in defending the city from Valinder's attack, and welcome to the Adventurers Guild. You've proven you can handle yourself, and that makes your membership in this fine Adventurers Guild all but guaranteed. As a reward for your deeds, I've arranged a few things. Speak with our mount salesman Brendan Cantor, and then enter the training room for some combat training. I'm sure you can still learn a thing or two, and a new skill is worth its weight in gold.
Alrighty. So, we go here. Let's head to the mount
Neat
guy.
horse, armored bear, gelatinous cube. We may have it all. Good man, that Sergeant Knott. Lord Neverember has decreed that Chandacool Stables is to give willing adventurers a free horse. We are, of course, more than happy to help and not the least bit upset at how much these horses normally cost to rent, let alone buy. Let's get you started, shall we?
Wow. A water horse and a Sabino horse. Go to inspect and preview if you want to see what they look like. That's a pretty horse. Let's see what this one looks like. Well, we like the water deep horse. Equipped your horse. So you're going to have to go to inventory. Oh, we got a new pair of gloves. That's right. Most of the time when you turn in a quest, you'll get some kind of gear or something. And the horse, we just click on it and equipped it. And there it is. And then you can go down to mounts. This is where if you have different ones, you can change which one you have, the appearance. This one, each mount gives some type of an ability. This one, when you use it, it does blast out damage. And you'll be able to equip different ones. And then you can go to fast striding. It's the only ability right now that this one has, because I don't have any more mounts, but they'll have different things, movement speeds, different abilities, and then you can switch to gallop or trot depending on how fast you want to travel. And your mounts also contribute to your item level, and they give a bolster. Once you have 10 mounts and they're all upgraded to bluish green, the top, then mystic level, then they will give 100%, and I believe that they will give like 5,000 or 6,000 to your item level. Next, let's complete the combat training. So I guess we go here to the training room. Speak with the instructor.
Welcome to your own personal demi-plane, courtesy of Tarhun's magic. With your trainer's help, I'll shape you to a fine adventurer, able to take on any foe. The first thing we need to work on is keeping you alive. You're no use in a fight if you're dead. So, let's practice your defensive techniques. You look like the type to get out of the way of an incoming strike, rather than risk a lethal blow. Dodging is your specialty, I bet. If a foe can't hit you, you can't lose. When you're dodging, you'll want to keep an eye on your stamina. Each time you dodge, you will lose some stamina. Your stamina will regenerate over time when you aren't dodging. So practice the timing and dodge just before the enemy strikes.
Yeah, you don't want to continuously dodge. You'll lose stamina. You wait till they're gonna hit you, then your L3 and it'll dodge. There we go. Speak with him again.
Fine work. Next, you'll need to understand how to gain combat advantage on your foe. Let's begin. You gain combat advantage when you have successfully flanked your foe. You can achieve this by putting your foe in between you and an ally. If you can manage this, you will both deal more damage with your strikes. Note the ring on the ground when you target your foe, and watch it as it changes color when you have moved into the proper position. Then, when you are ready, strike the flank.
Right. See how it's got a thing? How it's white, it changes to blue, lets you know that you have the advantage. There we go.
Well done. Keep in mind that your foes can flank you as well.
Yeah, they do
Do
more
what you
damage.
can to watch your back. Don't let yourself get surrounded. Now, next lesson. Every adventurer has the potential to learn a special technique. What technique you master will depend on your particular set of skills. Are you ready to unlock your potential? As a ranger, your mastery of both bow and blade allows you to switch stances in combat. You have access to a wide variety of ranged and melee techniques with their own cooldowns. So try switching stances often in combat to maximize your potential. Simple enough, eh? Let's give it a try.
Use R1 to do your class mechanic. See, you're in the bow, it'll switch to the melee. What's special about the ranger is, look, ranger is the only class that gets 6 encounter powers. You use your 3 range powers, switch to melee, and use your 3 melee. So much power.
Well done. I see real potential in you. Now, this next technique is a bit different. You've recently gained a mount of your own. Your mounts are powerful allies, and can actually grant you new abilities in combat. Be sure to look out for new, powerful mounts on your journey, and find the powers that best suit your style. For now, show me what you can do.
This is the mount ability. On this one, you just use the up on your path, your directional, and it uses your ability. See where your horse is? It switched to the mount ability.
This adventuring thing really
In
comes
combat.
easily to you. You're ready for the final test. Your trainer and I think we can unlock your ultimate potential. As you battle your foes, you'll feel yourself generating action points. When you've built up enough action points, you can unleash your daily power. A powerful ability that can turn the tide in a battle. We will help you generate action points here. So show us the best you've got.
Alright. You hold down L1, and that brings up your square and triangle for your abilities. And then you just use one once your action points. Yeah, see the orange disappearing? As you're in combat, that'll fill up in the middle, and then you can use a daily. Your dailies come over here, underneath here, and you have one that slip into the forest where you remain. You strike a foe 100 per hit, or you can go with this one that fires a blast into the ground that hits them for 715.
Well done indeed. That's about all I can teach you for now. When next we meet, I expect you to be even stronger.
Oh, now we head back. Adventures Guild.
Ha! You're eager. That's good. If you survived Corbin, I'm sure you're ready for anything I can throw at you. You should know, whenever you're unsure of what to do next, check your journal. Take a look at your adventures within, and be sure to claim the rewards the Guild offers for your deeds. With all you've done, you're a fully fledged member of the Adventurers Guild now. Congratulations! I'm sure you're ready for work, and believe me, there is plenty to go around. In fact, I have a task of particular importance in mind.
Okay.
The attack on the city wasn't the last we'll see of Valindra. I'm sure of it. I believe she is now working towards some wicked end in Neverdeath Graveyard. A troop of my gods just returned from there with reports of red wizards and necromantic rituals. I need you to venture into the graveyard and speak with Doom Guide Volok. Put a stop to whatever Valindra is plotting.
All right. So this is the character sheet where all your armor and you place your artifacts and such. And these are your main stats that every few levels, see 3, 6, 9, you'll get 2 points that you can put. And it explains what each one does. Then this is your history where you can set titles. And if you want to enter a biography, really get into the RP. And these are your enhancements when you'll get later on. You'll get offensive and defensive little enchantment stones to put in here, but they'll explain that later. And you have your appearance. Well, if you get different gear that you like, as you get better gear, you can either destroy your gear or you can change it to appearance. And when you do that, you can come here and then like change appearance items, and you'll have different ones in your items that'll give you a different look. And your powers, using the at wills, you'll also get encounter powers that you'll get at different levels. We saw earlier we have a new one now that fires an arrow at your opponent. It does 520 magnitude and it gets strong grasping roots. And you come down here, see that's your dodge, your grasping roots. Some abilities apply grasping roots. The weak ones last for 1.5 seconds. Your strong roots last 3 seconds. And also apply an AoE. They root anyone around the player that you hit or the mob that you hit. And then you have your stance that goes back and forth. And you'll see these also have a melee. See, this one does 200 AoE damage when you switch to melee stance. Then you have class features that will unlock. Like this one, when you strike a foe from behind, you deal 10% more damage. And you'll be able to select 2 of the class abilities as you unlock them, and then the generals are just like you gain 1% to all ratings. Just some of its racial stuff. Add 10.5% deflect. Melee stance increases your movement speed. Range stance increases your stamina regen. Little abilities that you'll unlock later. But that's it for the intro. And in the next video, we'll go ahead and start our adventures going to the graveyard.